Hi, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my number one best grocery saving tip. So this is something that I've been doing it for over 10 years, and it's something that has really helped me always stay within my grocery budget, and is something that can definitely be helping you, especially now as prices are going higher. This tip is something that's going to be super, super important starting right now and moving forward. My number one tip is going to be to start a price book. A price book is basically something, it can either be a notebook, it can be on your phone, it can be on your computer that syncs to your phone, but basically it's some kind of document that you create that lists the prices of items that you buy frequently. And what this does is that lets you start to see kind of what you're actually paying for items, especially items that you buy frequently. And it's also going to let you see when things are actually a good deal and when they're not a good deal. So today I'm going to take you through the steps of how to set one of these up. This is something that, again, like I mentioned earlier, is something that has helped me a ton and really helps me to know my prices on my groceries so that I know when things are a good deal and when they're not a good deal. So first off, how do you even make a price notebook or a price book? You can do this, like I mentioned, in a ton of different ways. When I first started out, I liked handwriting it just because it was something that I like to handwrite things. But if you're somebody who doesn't remember things very well, then a digital option might be nice because then you can actually have that with you when you're at the stores. If you're a person that always makes your grocery list ahead of time and you always stick to your grocery list, then having a paper option might work fine because then you can just keep it at home, reference it as you're making your list, and then you won't necessarily need it when you're at the store. So kind of think about the kind of grocery shopper that you are. Are you somebody who just does pickup orders? Are you somebody who loves to actually go into the grocery store without a plan? And so kind of depending on what kind of grocery shopper that you are will kind of help you determine which route is better for you to have either a paper notebook or to have a digital option. So basically what you're going to do in this notebook or in this digital notebook is you're going to write and break up your notebook into different sections. I like to break mine up into sections of the grocery store itself. So I'll have a produce section, I'll have a meat section, I'll have a dairy section, I'll have like a canned goods or like a pantry staple kind of section. And then I might have like a paper goods section as well as like an other section for other like random things that I might be buying. And what you're going to do within each of those sections is you're going to make a list of the items that you and your family frequently purchase or frequently use and are always buying at the grocery store. From there, what you're going to do is you are going to list kind of next to that item each of the stores that you shop at very frequently. So in my example, I'm going to have a price next to each of my items at Walmart, at Sam's Club, at Costco, and then at Smith's, which is just like my local Kroger store. So the point of this is so you can see across the stores that you frequently shop at what's going to be your best price. And so you're going to look online. If they have online options, I know my Sam's Club and my Walmart and my Kroger all have apps that I can quickly look up an item and see what the price is. And so what you're going to do is after you have that item, you're going to write down the price of that item at each of these frequently shopped at stores. And then from there, you can kind of see what store is going to be your best bet for purchasing that product. Now, something else I like to do, since I included Sam's and Costco, those are two stores that I shop at frequently, I like to break things down into the price per unit. So if I'm buying something in terms of pounds, I'm going to break it down in how much it costs per pound or how much it costs per ounce or how much it costs per item. Because when I'm buying some things, when I buy them at Sam's Club or Costco are in bulk. And so those are in much larger packages than if I'm buying something at Walmart or Kroger. And so I want to be able to see what my price actually is per unit to know which one is going to be a better deal. So I like to record my prices at what I call like my stable stores. So my Walmart, my Costco, and my Sam's Club don't usually have things on sale. Like the prices that they have are going to be fairly stable. They don't fluctuate too much. No, with inflation, they are increasing and changing a little bit more than usual. But generally speaking, those stores aren't going to be having things on sale, or if they do have things on sale, it's like every couple of months that they might have something on sale. And if they do, then it's already going to be a better price. So with those three stores, I like to write down just their normal prices because I know that those prices are going to be fairly stable. They're not going to change too much from month to month. Now with Smith's, what I like to do, because that is a store that has weekly sales, and as you've seen in some of my other grocery hauls, they have really, really good sales on a lot of things. And so in that case, what I'm doing is I'm writing down the best sale price that I've come across at that store. If I haven't seen a sale on it, and if I'm just starting out, I'm just going to write down the regular price that it is. And then when I'm looking at those ads each week, when I'm looking at that Kroger ad, I can look at it and say, oh, this is actually on sale for less than it usually costs at the store. And then I can compare that sale price to the other prices at my Costco, Sam's Club, and Walmart to see if it actually is a good deal or not. So as you kind of go through this, you're going to kind of repeat it through your sections. You might want to sit down and do this all at once. You might just want to do it kind of slowly as things are coming up on your grocery list. So like if you're buying milk every week, if you're buying eggs and bread every week, those are probably 3 things that you want to just put in immediately. And then if there's other things that you buy less often, so let's say maybe you buy like canned soup or pasta, and you use those things often, but maybe you don't buy them necessarily every week, maybe just a couple times a month or once a month. So with those items, you might just want to kind of slowly add those things as you put them on your shopping list. You might want to add them to your price notebook and then compare your prices across your stores to see where is actually a good deal to purchase that product. So you're going to go through and you're going to just kind of slowly build on this price notebook. You're not going to get everything on your first try, and that's totally fine. It's just something to kind of help your brain understand and know what your prices actually are. Because a lot of people don't even really look at prices, and then they're shocked at how much they're spending when they go to check out at the grocery store, right? And so if you are actually ahead of time going through and looking at your prices, and you kind of know what your best prices are for things, then it really helps you be able to stick within your budget, know when things are on a good sale, and it allows you to be able to stock up on those things when they're on a better price. So that you can keep those things in your pantry or in your freezer until kind of the next sale comes through. And the more that you do this, the more that you'll see that these sales and kind of these lowest prices go in seasons and go in cycles. So as you've seen in my last couple of grocery hauls, you probably have noticed that I've been able to get milk in half gallons at my Kroger store for like $1.27 for a half a gallon, which makes it, around $2.50, a little bit less, a little bit more per gallon. And that is an insane deal for me in my area right now, because milk is above $3 a gallon pretty much everywhere. So you'll see that. And if you look at a couple of my grocery hauls, you'll see that I actually have that sale. That sale has come up multiple times within the last few months. And so I know that that's a sale that comes up about, I don't know, maybe every 6 to 8 weeks or so. And so I know that that's a deal that usually is going to be coming up. And so I can kind of count on that to be coming. Other things that often go on sale kind of in cycles like that I found at least at my Smith's, at my Kroger store, is lots of pantry items. So like cereals, sauces, canned goods, frozen things. Ice cream seems to go on sale like every, 4 to 6 weeks is what it seems like in my local area. And so those are kind of things, the more that you do this and the more that you're recording these prices, the more you'll kind of see and kind of get the hang of knowing when these things are actually going to be going on sale. Things also go on sale around holidays. So if you notice, like around Memorial Day a couple weeks ago, lots of things for like barbecues went on sale. So like buns, chips, soda, condiments, meats like burgers and hot dogs and brats and like those kinds of things all were on sale around that weekend, because that's a big time for people to like purchase those things. And so those kinds of sales will be similar around the 4th of July as well, because it's a big like barbecue, outdoor kind of food type of holiday. And so those kinds of foods will often go on sale around that time. So as you are kind of looking ahead, you can plan and say, okay, I know that chips are probably going to be going on sale around the 4th of July. So the 4th of July, I'm going to buy the chips that I need for the 4th of July. And then maybe you're doing like a back to school barbecue in August or something. You can also stock up and purchase a few extra bags of chips when they are on sale at the 4th of July and just keep those in your pantry until you're having your back to school barbecue in August. And then you will have paid the lowest price possible for those chips, and you can still use them when you want them and when you need them, but you didn't pay full price for them. So having a price notebook is a really, really awesome way for you to save a bunch of money on your groceries. But the only way it's actually going to save you money on your groceries is if you actually use it. So just knowing the prices of what things are and like where you get the best deal on things is a good thing to know, right? It's something that will help you in your everyday grocery shopping. But what's really, really will help you is kind of making a commitment to yourself, if it's possible, to only purchase those things at their lowest prices. So check to see if it's on sale that week. If it's on sale that week, buy it at the store that's on sale. If it's not on sale that week, then look at where it's going to be the cheapest if you absolutely need it, like that week or that month, and then purchase it at that place that has the lowest price. So that's kind of like the big way that it will actually save you money, is if you actually like make that commitment to purchasing your products at their lowest prices at the stores where they are the lowest. And that's something that I like to do in my once a month grocery haul. That way I'm just going once a month to these 4 main stores. 2 of them I usually do a grocery pickup at Sam's Club and Walmart. So I know exactly what my totals are going to be. I know exactly how much things are going to cost. And then I do Costco, which I just go into and I stick strictly to my list. And at Costco, there's a few things that I buy every month. And then most of the time when I'm buying things, it's usually things that are only on sale. And then at Smith's, it's a similar thing. I'm usually only purchasing things at Smith's when they're on sale and not purchasing very many other things. And then throughout the rest of the month, as I'm getting my fresh produce, or if I need more milk or kind of more of those fresh items, I'm usually just going to Smith's because it's the closest to me and it's on like my regular route for when I'm going out. And so I'm combining those trips to kind of all be with each other, and I make sure that I'm doing things at the same time as other errands and things so that I can also be saving money on gas. And it also helps me from making impulse purchases by going to multiple stores multiple times a week, by kind of limiting like my major groceries to that once a month haul, and then doing like a weekly or every other week quick trip just to my grocery store that's literally across the street from me. Really does help me save quite a bit of money. So a few other things to make sure that this is actually useful to you, is to make sure, like I mentioned, make sure that you're actually purchasing things at their lowest prices at the stores that are offering them at the lowest prices or when they're on sale. You also have to make sure that you are maintaining your notebook, making sure that you're keeping those prices accurate, especially on things like dairy. Milk, cheese, eggs are changing a lot, especially milk and eggs can fluctuate a ton. And then meats can also fluctuate a little bit too. So those are kind of things that you just need to make sure that you are maintaining and kind of keeping up on in order for this to be the most useful for you. And also know that the more that you do this, the more that you'll just start to know your best prices for things. And eventually you won't have to actually keep your notebook anymore. Like I haven't actually kept a notebook in probably, 8 years or so, because I just kind of know my prices and know my good prices on things. Every once in a while, I will go in and kind of update it on certain things that I haven't purchased maybe in a while. I do like a mini notebook where I go in and check my prices at a bunch of stores to make sure that I'm getting the best deal on the items that I don't buy quite as frequently. But eventually you probably won't have to use your notebook anymore. Right now, I'm kind of having to readjust some of my like base prices and some of my best prices. If you watch my food storage stock up haul, which I will link in the iCards, you can see that if you listen to what I'm saying, some of the things I was saying, that like this price has been the same as things that I bought in the past, or this sale price was up about 10 or 15 cents than my usual best sale price. And that just comes because I know those prices, I shop those sales, I know what those prices are. And so with inflation, a lot of those sale prices are starting to creep up. So I'm kind of having to reestablish what my baseline like best price is. And so that's kind of why I'm starting to restart this notebook a little bit, especially on some of those sale items that I just haven't really been able to see on sale as much as they have been in the past. And another way that this can help you, and that will actually be useful to you. It'll be great if you write everything down, but then if you don't reference it again, it's not going to be very useful to you. So make sure that when you are making your grocery lists, that you are referencing this notebook and saying, okay, I need I need milk and cheese this week. So I'm going to go look in my book, look in my dairy section, look under my milk and see which store has the best price on milk. I'm going to look in my cheese section and see which store has the best price on cheese. If I'm looking at my local grocery ad, like my local Kroger ad, and I see that cheese is on sale there, I'm going to double check and say, okay, here's my price per ounce or my price per pound, however you want to divide that up. And then you can see, okay, is my sale price at Kroger actually the best price? Does it beat out the price I would pay at Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco? So make sure that you're actually referencing that list when you're making your grocery lists. Otherwise, again, it's not going to be that useful to you if you go through all this work and write all these things down and have it recorded, but then if you don't actually use it again, it's not going to be that useful to you. So make sure that you're referencing it as you are writing your grocery lists and making your grocery orders, and that will also help you to make sure that you're getting the best price for the items that you and your family need and want. So that's my best tip for saving money on groceries. And if you would like to hear more tips on how to save money on groceries, especially as things are getting higher and higher, please leave some comments below with some questions that you have, or if you have tips that you'd like to share, that would be awesome, and we can all learn from each other. In the next couple weeks, I'll be sharing a few more ideas of how to save money on groceries, kind of how to start building up some food storage and kind of getting that back stock so that we can shop from our pantry and our freezer, and so that we are able to like I mentioned before, buy things at their lowest prices and then have them in our homes so that we can use them and not have to pay full price for when we actually go out and use them. So make sure that you leave some comments down below, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.